How does track position affect bump drafting strategy? Have you ever wondered how track position impacts bump drafting strategies in NASCAR? This technique is vital for drivers, especially on superspeedways like Daytona and Talladega. Bump drafting happens when a trailing car gently pushes the lead car, helping both vehicles gain speed by reducing aerodynamic drag. However, the effectiveness of this maneuver largely depends on where the cars are positioned on the track. When drivers are at the front of the pack, they can use bump drafting to maintain or even extend their lead. The lead car benefits from the push, gaining momentum without the turbulence created by other cars ahead. However, this position comes with its own challenges. The lead driver must maintain control, as a poorly timed bump, especially near turns, can lead to instability and crashes. That is why bump drafting is usually executed on straightaways, where the risk of losing control is lower. In contrast, when drivers find themselves in the middle or rear of the pack, bump drafting becomes a strategy to move forward. Here, track position is more fluid, and drivers need to be strategic about whom they choose to push and when. Close proximity is essential, as the trailing car must align perfectly to transfer momentum without causing accidents. Trust and communication between drivers are vital because a misjudged bump in tight packs can lead to multi-car wrecks. Track position also influences the timing and location of bump drafting. NASCAR has implemented no bump zones on certain sections of the track, particularly in corners, to minimize the risk of crashes. Drivers must adapt their bump drafting strategies to avoid these zones and maximize their speed gains on straight sections. In summary, better track position, especially near the front, allows for more controlled and effective bump drafting. Meanwhile, mid-pack or rear positions requiring more caution and cooperation to use bump drafting successfully. The strategy balances maximizing aerodynamic advantage with minimizing the risk of losing control, making track position a fundamental factor in how bump drafting is employed during a race.